right, let's hear it for our top 10 producers. Coming up first, we have number 10, Marcus Richardson. And next, number 9, Stephen Davies. Number 8, Sarge Robert Wilson. Number 7, Eric Bellaire. Number 6, Mark Hutchinson. Number 5, Joe Walker. Number 4, Brant Swindell. Number 3, Kelly Hayne. Number 2, Belle Krause. And number 1, Miss Megan Wood.
Great, good to see you. Proud of y'all. Glad y'all are here. Congratulations. Proud of y'all. Have y'all up here? My buddy Marcus Richardson, congratulations, man. Already knocked out $119,000 in premium. Number 10 in the house. Love you, buddy.
Love you. What do you want me to say?
Who you are, where you from. You got about 3 minutes to light them up.
Got it.
Good stuff about Marcus. Talking about the kids.
Okay, yep. So I'm Marcus Richardson from Centennial, Colorado. Hey, 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 hey. My wife and I, Carla, have been married 17 years. We have 2 babies. My son, Adriel, he's 13, and Maya is 12 on this month, on the 22nd of this month. They're sorry they couldn't be here. They were excited because we were doing laser tag. And they're like, Dad, I want. I was like, I know. Hopefully they have it in July. So, Robbie, if we can put a pin in that for Chris, laser tag for the kids in July. And it's just been quite an awesome journey for us. When I met Andy and Jane, I remember 10 years ago, we were on food stamps, state assistance, and I remember the first conversation I had with Jane. We were in the hotel in Dallas, and yeah, she's looking like, ah! And we had brought some people. Andy's always big on networking and coming down, and he said, hey, Marcus, if you can get to Dallas, Texas, I'll cover everything. Drove 13 hours from Colorado to Texas. We get down there, and I had some people with me in the car, the team, and they had never been to Texas, so they wanted to go see the town. And I was in the elevator with Andy. He's like, hey, where's your guys at? I was like, oh, they want to go hang out and see the town. He looked. He said, oh, no, they don't. And I said, what do you mean? He said, not when I'm paying for it. He said, I'm paying for y'all to be here, so they can't go and just see the town. He said, if they want to pay for it, they can use their own money and go see the town. But while I'm paying for it, I want you around and want you associating. And he's been drilling that in my head for the last 10 years. And every single time I come, it just stretches my belief level. To see what Paul's doing, to see what everybody's doing. It's like, Marcus, you too can win, but you just got to keep coming and keep putting in the work. So I appreciate everything you're doing. I know I told you that last night, but it sets the example. And when you see the example, you can believe the example. Because a lot of times it's hard to see it for yourself, but when you see someone else has it, it's like, okay, wait a minute, I can do it too. So thank you for struggling and pushing and going through all the stuff you go through, man. I'm proud of you. I love you with all of my heart and love what you're doing at the Alliance. Thank you, Andy and Jane. We wouldn't be here without you guys because you guys believe in us and you love on us, and I'm just honored to be a part of this journey. And my wife and I are looking forward to growing with you guys. Thank you.
Hey. Love you, buddy. Proud of you, man. A lot of stories he could have shared with you. And I'm proud of him, what he's done to see his family growing. It's incredible and beautiful house they live in. Mr. Stephen Davies and beautiful Holly, number 9 in the country. Number 9 in the country at $122,000 issue paid, personal production, personal income plus hierarchy income. Pretty cool. We were looking at yesterday morning over $100,000 a month income first 3 months of the year. Each month.
Excited to be here. It's definitely not a true event until Jane tells me to spit out gum. She did it again. COVID has been absolutely weird for all of us, but it's been the most exciting for our business, honestly. I actually get to be part of it again. Watching Stephen just push through so much and watching him grow and determined to make partner. It's exciting to see Tamara and Roberts. I'm glad you were the first. You needed it. You deserved it. So that's exciting. I don't know, just watching Stephen push through so much and losing people and building it back, and he's never quit. It's been great being your partner. So okay, I'm done. Thank you, guys.
Oh, man. So spitting out gum is a tradition with us in the Albrights. We were in Atlanta, and Andy's, I'm starting to do good things, and Andy's like, say something, and I'm up there talking like, and Andy literally does this. He walks to me. Well, actually, you play me. And he goes, I was like, that's my man. He took my gum. It's been absolutely crazy. Every time we come down here, it's so refreshing to think about that first drive down here, how scared I was, just how that freaking out inside, that God, I hope this is real. God, I hope these people are real. The drive home going, man, I hope he is who I think he is. That feeling. So if you've got that feeling, I know that feeling. And let me tell you, that means something great's about to happen. So we love y'all.
How old are you now? 40. So I met you when you were 20. So now officially, I have known you equally amount of time that I haven't known you. But next year, I will have known you more than I have not known you. I'm so excited about that. American war hero, Robert Sarge Wilson, number 8 in the country.
Thank you. By the grace of God, thank you. So, yeah, I'm Staff Sergeant Robert Wilson, direct to the Andy Albright. And I'm originally from Philly, but I live in Delaware now. I live in Delaware, but sometimes people come up to me and they're like, how do you do it? How do you do all this production? And aren't you afraid of the phone? Come on now, afraid of the phone? Let me tell you something. So on December 2004, Christmas Eve, I was in, where were you all Christmas Eve, December 2004? Probably with your family, probably wrapping gifts, maybe going to a midnight mass church service or something like that. I was in Bazi, Iraq, on top of a building freezing because in wintertime it's cold in the morning and cold at night, but 80 degrees in the daytime. So it's kind of weird. You go from like winter to summer to winter. But my feet were freezing. I kept kicking the wall to get my blood flowing to my feet. The wall was just high enough that my head was exposed. I'm like, great, I'm going to get shot in the head. So, so Christmas Eve I was on patrol. We were expecting contact from the enemy. And Christmas morning, we're finally getting done. We're heading back to go into the post. And I was on the back of a Humvee pickup truck, okay? Pickup truck. I was like, man, we hit a roadside bomb. I am a pink smear. I'm a memory, okay? So we stop. We get ready to go, and we stop in the parking lot. And the interpreter gets out and goes running over and talks to the town sheikh, the mayor. And Jerry, I'm sitting there. I'm like, yo, what's going on, man? Come on, let's go. And that, like, 2 minutes for me felt like 2 hours because I was out in the middle of a wide-open parking lot. And I'm like, come on, let's go, man. I don't care what he's talking about. Let's go. So we start heading back to the post. Now, because I'm on the back side of the pickup truck, I can't hear the radio on the inside. So we're getting closer and closer to the post. I can see the gate. We're getting closer and closer. But we're slowing down. We're getting slower and slower. And I'm like, come on, let's go. All right. So finally we stop. And there was this god-awful smell. And I was like, you know, what's the deal? Why we stop? Let's go. They're like, you smell that? And I'm like, yeah. Like a suicide car bomber hit the patrol just ahead of us and blew himself up. So our first question was, any Americans killed or hurt? They're like, yeah, they got a few scrapes and bruises, bumps, you know, concussions, but they're all right. But the surgeon, he met Allah, of course. So I look down on the ground, I see body parts and stuff, and it was kind of gross. And we finally get in to the base. I'm like, yeah, finally. So I go to have my Christmas morning breakfast, and that's when it hit me. Someone said, man, that's kind of weird how if things happen, you know, it's kind of weird in life. Like 1 minute you're here, 1 minute you're not, or how you could stop somewhere or do something for like half a second and things can change. And then I remembered, Mike, we stopped for like 2 minutes. And if we didn't stop, we would have been the patrol. I was the weakest vehicle, would be in a pickup truck. We would have been the patrol they would have hit. I was like, whoa, I can't eat. So that's when I went out, walked out to the base where nobody could see me, dropped down on my knees and gave my life to Christ, and thank God I did. So how can you be afraid to pick up the phone and dial? If I can do it, you all can do it, okay? I'm Sarge, and I approve this message.
Oh, baby, that's my friend Sarge. When it goes down, I'm going to find that boy right there. Here's another one that I honor. He's a Marine. He's a soldier, and that joker can sail and recruit. Eric Bellaire.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Eric Bellaire. My beautiful bride, Bobby, and I are from Melbourne, Florida, where we aim high to enjoy Andy's pie. You know, I got to tell you 2 recent stories that have happened, and I hope it resonates with you because we're here, like Paul said, to help people. We're here to help you all to become as much as you can become and become partners, but we're here to help our clients. I lost my mom last year, and praise God I had life insurance on her. My dad's dealing with stage 4 prostate cancer right now. He may not make it to his 86th birthday, which is July 4th. But I wrote a lady in December of this year, or last year, with $250,000 worth of life insurance policy, 47-year-old. I had to take her away from another company, so we went fully underwritten. And she got approved with good health. Her husband I was trying to recruit, and been working on it, and he's in class, but he called me about a month ago, and he said, hey, Bo, my wife has COVID, and she's in the hospital with a major heart attack occurrence as well, because that's what COVID does. How do we access that money? What do we do? So I gave him the information, and I told him I pray for him. I told him I pray for his wife. They have 3 young children. Actually, there's a stepdaughter involved. She's around 20-something. A week later, she calls me up, and she says, hey, listen, I'm calling because my mom's passed away, and my dad can't talk to you. He's really going through a lot right now. I said, what? How'd your mom die? I thought she was going to be okay. He goes, well, after the major heart attack, she had many, many more heart attacks, and she's gone. And we need to know what we need to do for a death claim. Okay, I just wrote her in December, folks, and she's gone. I didn't cry over that one. I did tell my team it was really impactful. It was something. It was devastating to me to hear that with her 3 children, right? Well, I had a lady the other day text me on Sunday afternoon. It was just the 1st of this month, I guess. The 30th was April, so May 2nd. She texted me, Eric, I can't talk. I'm on an incubator. I'm in ICU. I can only text. This is Penny. Lindley's gone. He died on Friday. I need to know what to do. I texted her back, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And just a blast from the past came to my mind because of the names. I said, is your last name Griffith? You're from Edgewater, Florida? Folks, this was one of my first clients in 2009. On the same appointment, I protected $350,000 with American Equity. I'll never forget. They trusted me so much. I built so much rapport. I wrote them 2 plan rights. I found the money. I even said, your husband had Honeywell. He worked at Honeywell. Yes, it was Honeywell money. I moved. So I said, I'll be praying for you. I'll be thinking about you. Her daughter, she goes, I need you to talk to my daughter, texting me back and forth. Her daughter calls me that night. And her daughter says her mother's in ICU, may not make it out of ICU. I get a meeting with her daughter this Tuesday when I get back. Her husband died on Friday. Her mother couldn't be with her husband. What do we do, folks? What do we do? What are you doing? The reason I'm number 7 is because I know all of us one day are going to go to frickin' heaven, and we got to be ready for that, right? We got to be ready. We can't stop death, but we certainly could be prepared for that day, and we can help people be prepared for that day. So that's all I'm saying to you. And listen, anybody could be in the top 10. Just go out there and, like Sarge says, start picking up the phone, start knocking on doors, and start helping people. God bless everybody.
Proud of you, Bo. I want to apologize. Number 6 can't be found. I'm blaming Robbie. We were traveling, and he stirred up some mess. And Chris Hill, I don't see him either. He's probably hiding. I can't find Mark Hutchinson because he had a bet with my son-in-law, Brandon Manley, that his hierarchy could not beat this guy's hierarchy. And if he did, he would wear a clown suit.
So that's what it was on paper. That's what it was on paper. Sorry, guys. I've been up since 5 o'clock curling my hair. And powdering my nose. And primping my tail. We the real bet.
Number 6 in the country, Mark Hutchinson!
That's a white boy twerk. The real bet was between me and Brandon. That part is correct. The real bet was that whoever made more money in the month of April got to wear a free clown suit at the conference. I don't even know what I'm supposed to talk about. I've been out clowning around writing $50,000 a month. Every one of you ought to be able to go out and do that. This thing smells like melted Play-Doh and raw eggs. God. Brandon, how long I got to wear this thing? It's going home with Mike Guerra because it's Mike Guerra size. All right, I got to take this off so y'all can take me seriously. Oh, God. We're Thank you. Thank you. My wife still thinks I'm sexy, yep. We are going to do another competition. I got about 50 people here that are fired up that just got started in the last 2 months. About 3/4 of them are licensed and starting to write business. So, Brandon, you better put your boots on, buddy. I don't know what it is yet, but we're going to win this one. My name is Mark Hutchinson from Greenville, South Carolina. Got in the Alliance about 10 years ago. Was really making a lot of money pulling attic through wires through attics and crawl spaces. And in the 2.5 years I've been doing that, I got a quarter raise. Went to $10.25 an hour, and sweating your you-know-what off in 160-degree attics, man. I was living the life. But I was looking for something else just to make a little side hustle, cash income, and somebody told me about the Alliance. And I went to one of these meetings and saw people that were up on stage making the kind of money they were. And I was just like, man, these people are giving me some serious hope right now. Because if these people can get up and do that, like, I can get up and do that. And I say that in all seriousness. Like, some of the people you know, Stephen knows who I'm talking about, were people that it's like you would not talk to them, look at them, and think, hey, those people are being successful in what we're doing. And I said, well, how are they able to go out and do that? And he said the main thing is you got to care about people, and you got to want to have that desire to go out and create the financial freedom for your family that you dream, that you think you can go out and accomplish for yourself. And I knew I wanted to help families. I knew I loved caring about people, helping people. And so I was just like, all right, what do I got to do? 2 weeks later, got an insurance license and quit my job and never looked back. In fact, I went to my boss the day I signed up for the course, and I turned in my 2-week notice. And he said, what are you going to do? I said, well, I'm going to go sell life insurance. And he said, you'll be back. That was 10 years ago, and been loving it ever since. The main things I love about what we do here at the Alliance, obviously helping people, but I love the relationships that we get to form and the people that we get to do life with, because we're united around the common cause of having fun, making money, and making a difference. And part of that having fun for 99.9% of the people in this room is somebody getting to wear a clown outfit. But making money, making a difference, we're doing a lot of that. And, if this joker can do it in a clown suit, go out and do it. I know the rest of y'all can do it, so come do it with us.
Woohoo! So we're just looking at his numbers. I love this art. So far this year, he's averaged $37,532 income in his bank account a month. And this month, we're 7 days in. In 7 days into it, he's made $23,000 in his bank account this month. Way to go, clown. My favorite cooks, my favorite people, Joe and Tawny Walker.
West Coast is the best coast. What's up, everybody? We are Joe and Tawny Walker out of Seattle, Washington. Man, it is so fired. I'm so fired up about being here with you guys, man. This is crazy. A lot of you new guys out there are going like, what are we actually doing? Like yesterday, laser tag and run around and all that crazy stuff. And I'm like, this is what happens when we don't see each other for 18 months, right? We got to come and just get buck wild. It's crazy. So we've been married for 30 years this year, something like that. And you were still my tall, vanilla, extra hot latte. I love you, girl. Listen, I came up as a youth pastor, and I was looking for a side hustle like a lot of you guys, and I found the Alliance, and has completely changed our entire lives. We transitioned out of ministry from praying ourselves into groceries every single month because we weren't making any money to working in this amazing business where we've had to literally lift the lid off of our income. It's been absolutely incredible. Qualified as agency managers last December. Yes. And I don't know, man. We were pretty fired up about our bank account this last month. I'm like, man, how much? It was like, I don't know.
It's close to
it's about
26 or 27,000.
I don't know. It was almost $30,000 in our bank account. We were like, yeah, that. I felt pretty dang good. And I was just off of 1 month. We've closed, I don't know, over $600,000 in annuities so far this year. So we're fired up about that. And you know me, I love IULs, selling IULs like crack in the 80s. And I love that stuff. It's so good. I've never sold crack before, but, if I did, I'm just saying. One of the things, I love hearing Sarge and Bell and everything like that talk because, listen, you don't have to be in an actual war to understand that you're in battle with your friends. That's right. And, you can smell the smoke of battle on these people up here right now. These guys are fighters, and I'm really honored to be able to stand up here with them. We want to continue to do more and grow more. Paul, congratulations. Tamara, congratulations on hitting partner, man. We're so fired up for you, and thank you for correcting my name on the TWC the other day and not calling us Jason and Joe and Tawny Carey. Instead, I know we look alike, it's all good. Andy and Jane, thank you so much for this opportunity. I'm looking forward to traveling the world more with you guys. It's been really incredible. I want to just give her the mic for a couple minutes. No? No?
I'm good. I'm
No?
good. I'm very
All right.
proud. I'm proud of Joe. I'm very proud of just this company and how nobody's ever stopped. Andy's he's at his house and he's just encouraging us every single week. He's like, come on, let's go. And everybody, that's what we did. The Alliance has been amazing. COVID it boosted a lot of our businesses. So thanks for not giving up on any of us.
And
Thanks,
we love
Andy.
all you guys.
Proud of y'all. Proud of y'all. Congratulations. How much did he do? 142,000. And number 4 in the United States of America, Brant and Jail Swindell. That's right. Congratulations.
What's up, Alliance family? Woo! Oh, come on, we can do better than that. What's up, Alliance family? Woo! We are Brant and Angelica Swindell. She's Angelica. If you couldn't tell, she's the Angelica. We call her Jell for short, and we have been with the Alliance a little over 8 years. And guys, I'm telling you how grateful we are. Like the life change, Andy, that's happened. Take you back real quick where we were when we first got married. We got married really young, and everybody thought I was 21, she was 18. Everybody thought we were crazy, and turns out they were right. Getting married that young. The other piece of the puzzle was we didn't have jobs, so we got married at 18 and 21, no jobs, and so naturally, you start looking for opportunities, and a guy at our church was like, hey, we're looking for people to go work in this orphanage over in Costa Rica. Are you guys interested? And without hesitation, we both said yes. And so it's kind of crazy because when we first started our marriage, we lived off $200 a month. That was our foundation. And so I always tell Jill, I'm like, it's only up from here, babes, right? So we basically raised money and lived in this city called Alajuelita and had crazy conditions. A lot of y'all have heard about the roaches and all the other stuff that we had to deal with. And as I was sitting up on stage listening to the stories, I was just reminiscing all the things that we had to fight through. And I just want to encourage you, wherever you're at in this business, maybe this is your first event, maybe this is your first time ever seeing this family. Whatever battle you're going through, right? Find the relationships here. Find a connection. Find somebody that you can fight with, because that's the best part about being a part of the Alliance is the relationships and the friends that we've forged over the years that really you can lean on when you need them, because there's no way you can fight to success by yourself. You have to have somebody in your corner. And watching the example that Andy and Jane set for us on the daily basis, watching them continue to fight, it's inspiring. And I can't tell you the leadership, everything rises and falls on leadership. And I just love getting around my family. I just love getting around my friends and, seeing Mark Hutchinson in a clown suit. That just made my whole day. So I'm fired up. And one last thing I just want to tell y'all, the family here has taught us a lot on how to raise our own family. We have a 3.5-year-old son, Brightman, and I just can't tell you all the things that Jane and Andy have taught us about raising a kid, because you can't buy that. That's not something that you can go out and purchase. That's life skills that you get from true leadership. And so stick around. We're excited to help you win. Love y'all.
Just want to say, hey, thankful for Andy and Jane. Thankful for this family. 8 years ago, it was like, okay, we're doing insurance, but it's so much more than insurance. It's really a family. I went about 5 years ago, lost both my parents within 10 months of each other unexpectedly, and it was all of you guys that were there for us. So thank you. We're so grateful, and we're excited to raise our son in this awesome company.
So proud of y'all. We're going to have a big break at lunch, like 2.5 hours. You'll be taking pictures. These are the people you want to get your hands on and talk to them and recorders in front of. Number 3, with $183,000 already issued, Jeff Turner and Kelly Hayne. Proud of y'all.
Hey, y'all. Holy cow. So we are from San Antonio, Texas. We are part of the Rockstar family. And we are fighting for our financial freedom. I told you guys a while ago, some of you heard in January, we are fighting for that $1.5 million in issue paid business so that we can fight for our freedom to go partner. That's what we're doing. So we stand up here today to tell you that you can do this. There's nothing special about either one of us. We get up every day, we make it work. We go to work. We pick up the phone like Sarge said. If you got an excuse that ain't bigger than Sarge's, just saying, pick up the phone. You got kids. Paul and Tamara had kids. You heard Tori. I think they got shushed a lot, right, when they were dialing. You got to make it work, guys. When I came to the Alliance, like I said earlier, I was broke and disgusted. I met Jeff 12 years ago when I had my power sports dealership, and we became really good friends. What he didn't know back then is when he bought the power sports dealership for me, he actually saved my life. I was going through cancer treatments, and he had no idea. And the money that he paid for the dealership and the parts and the accessories actually saved my life. So I wouldn't truly be standing here without my superhero, Jeff Turner. And with that, I'll pass it over to him.
Yo, she's incredible, isn't she? I'm so blessed and honored to be here. And I think my first convention I sat where Big Mike is, Twisted Steel. I came in, I was brand new, I didn't know anybody, I was scared. You know, and I looked at all these incredible leaders on the stage, watching them win cash, win Rolexes, get recognition. And I said, you know what, I want to be on that stage. And the only thing that set me apart was how hard I could work, my work ethic. Scheduling, every single day, dialing when I'm supposed to dial, running appointments when I'm supposed to run them, putting my head down, and not getting distracted. Like Kelly mentioned, we're fighting for freedom. A lot of people think freedom is, oh, we can binge watch Netflix now. Woo! I can clean the house. I can do everything I want to do. I've got freedom. But what we're really fighting for is that financial freedom to be able to do what we want to do because we put in that work. I'm so blessed and honored. Thank you so much, Andy and Jane, Paul and Tamara. Y'all are incredible examples, and we will stand with you with integrity as partners.
So proud of y'all. Congratulations. Proud of y'all. Thank you. I love his team. More Warriors. Number 2 in the United States of America with over $250,000 already issue paid. Jake and Belle Krause.
I am kind of in disbelief being here. We are Jake and Belle Krause out of Puyallup, Washington. Our great friends, Jennifer and Brandon Bulis, brought us into the Alliance 5 years ago. And we were at a place that we were doing all right. He was in the Army, made good money. I had the blessing, the honor to be a stay-home mom and raise my kids and get to spend that time with them. But there comes a point in life where your kids grow up, and yeah, we needed some extra money for college, but really what I needed was this. I needed a place to belong. I needed a place where I could be the next level of all I could be. I was scared for the first time in my life, not knowing what my next steps were going to be, because I always had a mission. And I was running out of that mission because my kids had outgrown me, y'all. And and that sounds crazy because I remember as I was little, I was like, Lord, will they ever be able to put their shoes on by themselves? You know, it's like it took so long, but it happened so fast, and I was caught off guard. And it's like, shoot, what do I do now? He's off saving the world. What am I supposed to do? Who am I? Where do I fit in? And we came here, and I found people just like me, scared, looking for a bigger mission, wanting more out of life, loving the people around them. Y'all, my favorite thing about the Alliance is Jane Albright, Diane Lampy, Joe and Tawny Walker, right? The people I get to travel the world with, the people we get to hang out with, we get to go and have fun all around the world with the people we like and build relationships. We got to toast on the Eiffel Tower with Tim and Nikki Long. They were our neighbors 10, 12 years ago. I babysat their newborn twins. He was off in Afghanistan. Tim was getting ready to go to Afghanistan. And there was Nikki and I with our babies saying, okay, they're going to go fight their fight. I guess we got to fight ours. And that's what I found here. I found people who helped me fight my fight. I found people that'll step in there with me. That smoke of battle, that these trips that we go on, dude, those are the places where you can look the other person in the eye, and you don't have to explain the junk, because you all went through it to get there. After the battle is won, you don't have to say how loud the bombs were. You don't have to say how long the nights were, because you just look and you know. You look and you know, and you raise your glass and you toast them with a smile on your face and a tear in your eye, because you know what it took to get there. And the respect of the people you respect, you can't put a price tag on that. So I'm out here fighting. I'm out here fighting because of Megan Wood. She taught me I could fight harder, and I love her for it. She taught me I could do more because she can, and I can learn from her. And everybody can learn from everybody in this room. You just got to decide, is this what you want? Is this where you want to be? Because y'all, you're welcome here. We love y'all. We want to see you win. And I'm going to turn this over to the love of my life.
Am I not the luckiest guy in the world? Man, 27 years. This is what I'm fighting for right here. There you go. But I will say, what I want to tell you today is that feeling that you have right now, being amongst all of your peers, that culture that we have here at the Alliance that Andy and Jane have created, this is a rare commodity on this planet, especially right now. You know, we're in this fight together, and I don't know if you caught it or not, but when Sarge was up here talking, I hope you caught it. When he rolled up on that IED that had gone off, his first thought was, were there any Americans hurt? Are any of my brothers in trouble? Is there anything that I can do? You know, 22 years in the Army, I knew that everybody had my back. I could be in the deepest, darkest valley in Afghanistan, and I knew that if I went down, if I crashed or something happened to me, that they would move heaven and earth to come and get me. And that gave me the courage to get out there and give it my all, because I knew the people around me had my back and they weren't going to let me fall behind. We've got that here in the Alliance, and we cannot forget that. That's why I'm here. That's why Belle and I are here, is because of what Andy and Jane have built, and seeing leaders like Paul and Tamara and Diane Lampy leading the way. Guys, this is rare. Please don't take it for granted. And if there's anything that we can do, we're here to help you. And we're all going to go partner together. And I know there's some people in this room right now that have made a decision to go partner. In this very room today, they're making a decision to go partner, and they'll be partner in 18 months. And I cannot wait to see that. So, love y'all.
I love it. It's giving me cold chills. I'm like, I feel like we're just starting the Alliance with the new partner, and how many people are going to go crazy after this. Come on up here, Megan Wood. All right, number one, Megan Wood. Listen to this. Stand up. Give her a hand. Listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to this. Proud of everybody. Proud of you. Yeah. just like at the Outback, just like at Applebee's. Listen to this. I got this message for a young lady out there. Oh, and there's a guy I want to say this to. She's averaging $50,000 a month deposited in her checking account for all you studs and studettes. And so far this month, she's had $26,000 deposited in her checking account in May. And I want to tell you all about her, but let's hear it from her. Megan Wood.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm super fired up to be here. Super fired up. I went from making $30,000 a year at Applebee's to making $50,000 a month. I'm wearing Applebee's on my wrist, right? A year's worth on my wrist. It's crazy. It's crazy. It has changed my life. Like, I'm Megan Wood. I'm from Crawfordsville, Indiana. Mike and Noelle Leventovich, they are amazing. They have taught me everything I know. It's like, you guys, maybe you do, maybe you don't realize the opportunity you have here, but if you let it, if you are willing, this is going to change your life, but it's all about what you're willing to do. So when I was 13, I was diagnosed with an eating disorder. That eating disorder got me to the point where I was praying at night to wake up the next day. I would say, God, please don't let me die. I got to the point where I was weighing 64 pounds at the age of 13. I am not anything special. I am not the smartest person in the world. It had then changed from eating disorder to a drug addiction. But my problem was I didn't believe in myself. That was the only thing I had at the time that made me feel good about myself. You have opportunities in your life. Are you going to take that opportunity? It's your choice. But it's sitting here right in front of you. The opportunity is here. And I took the opportunity. I had saved up. I'm a single mom. I have a boy. He just turned 6 years old. Thank you. He's actually going to be here. I want to introduce him to y'all. So, super fired up about that. He's going to be, when he turns 18, he's going to be the #1 producer in the United States. I'm fired up for that, too. But, you know, I want my son, he is going to look at me and say, my mom is a fighter. My mom is fighting. My son is never going to look at me and say, my mom gave up. I couldn't have the things in my life that I wanted because she was depressed. She wasn't getting out there and getting it done. My son will never say those words. We went on 7 vacations last year. 7 vacations to Florida. You know? I just bought a house. My house. I got a new house. You know, it's amazing. It's amazing, the opportunity, but it all comes back to what are you willing to do? Because it's easy to say, what do I do? How do I get it? But what really matters is what are you willing to do? Are you willing to do that? Because you have to be willing. So I had filled out a lead, and I was in that spot where as a waitress and a bartender, I didn't get to see my son all that much. I had been close to the verge of dying, where I didn't know if I was going to wake up the next day. I had a house, and I had a lead come to me in the mail, and it was for mortgage protection. If you want to make sure your son is taken care of, if something were to happen to you, it's going to pay off your mortgage. Fill it out and send it in, and I did it. I didn't think anything of it. I got a phone call, and the woman set up a time with me. She came to my house, and it's the small words in the ATM that says, do you know anybody that wants to make an extra $500 a week part-time? Yeah, me. I don't know if I'm what you're looking for, but yeah, I do. And I met Mike and Noel. They believed in me when I didn't believe in myself. I was sitting here in this room for the first time, and I was watching everybody come up on stage and listening to their stories. And I heard Paul Roberts' story. And I'm like, oh my God, I can do this. Because the people, like, you can relate to people. We are not perfect. You can do it too. We are not perfect. We believe in you. We believe in you. You can get there. You just have to believe in yourself. And Mike and Noel, Andy and Jane, all of the Alliance, they taught me to believe in myself. And now I'm going to teach my team. I believe in you. I believe in everybody in this room. What are you willing to do? I just want to thank everybody, for giving me the chance for freedom. Freedom from my addictions. Freedom from everything, to turn everything around. And I am so thankful, and I am so blessed to be here. I'm going to build an empire. I'm going to change lives. I'm going to save lives like the way that the Alliance has saved mine. I love you guys. Thank you. Thank you.